Y'all ever try to keep up with the weekend where the combat sports gods just dropped everything all at once? Because UFC 318, Usyk vs. Dubois 2, and the return of Manny freaking Pacquiao all happened in the same 48 hours. And if you blinked, you probably missed greatness, heartbreak, and a whole lot of legacy. This is Reggie Cross, and welcome back to Behind the Lines, where we peel back the layers on everything that matters in the fight game and none of what doesn't. Let's break it down. Let's kick it off with UFC 318 and the man who's been quietly building a storm under our noses, Islam Dulatov. Now, I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, this kid was different, not just because of the clean striking or the model hype. Nah, it's the IQ, the timing, the decision-making under pressure. This weekend, he put it all on full display. Dulatov didn't just win, he evolved. Crisp jab, surgical range management, smooth lateral movement, and when his opponent tried to drag him into chaos, Dulatov stayed composed, worked behind his feints, and chopped him up with surgical precision. Every kick had a purpose. Every angle he cut was a trap. The hype? It's real. What's wild is he's doing all this while barely hitting the mainstream radar.
I always go for the KO, and 12 fights, 12 finishes, baby, here we are.
But you can bet the UFC brass saw that performance and started updating their prospect rankings in real time. Now, let's talk about that BMF title fight. Whew, that one lived up. Violence? Check. Emotion? Double check. A possible fight of the year contender? Maybe not, but a good send-off nonetheless. From the first bell, both fighters came out with intent, not just to entertain, but to hurt each other. It wasn't sloppy, it was high-level violence, body kicks, sharp boxing combos, takedown attempts, scrambles, all happening at a breakneck pace. Max looked sharp. And Dustin Poirier, man, what a legend. You could feel it. He knew it was his last dance. You saw it in the eyes. The way he bit down on his mouthpiece in round 5 and said, if I'm going out on fire. He didn't fold. He emptied the clip. He lost the fight, but nobody watching was thinking about the L. They were thinking about the journey, the wars with Gaethje, the McGregor trilogy, the comeback story, the grit. He took the mic, said it plain, I'm done. That's how you walk away with blood on your gloves and your head held high. Max said after the fight, he still hits hard. You saw what happened in that third round, even the first round too. I was like, oh yeah, I got him. And then I was like, what the hell, bro? This guy kept coming back.
And I was like, what the hell, bro? This guy kept coming back. I kept forgetting that this is a retirement fight. His name is the Diamond, so.
Dustin, enjoy your retirement, brother, and thanks for all the years of entertainment. You are a true warrior. Across the world, the heavyweights were cooking. Usyk vs. Dubois 2 was personal. You remember their first clash, low blow drama, stottage, controversy. This time, Usyk came to erase the doubt, and boy did he. From the opening bell, Usyk was on fire, popped the jab, circled right, punished Dubois for every hesitation. He looked like a fighter with something to prove, and 5 rounds in, he proved it. That left hand, nuclear. Dubois went down and didn't get up in time. No controversy, no excuses, just dominance. With that, Usyk silenced the critics, cleaned up the heavyweight narrative, and set himself up for either a monster payday with Tyson Fury or maybe a legacy fight with Joshua or even Jake Paul, as crazy as that sounds to even say. And then Pacquiao, the man, the myth, the living legend, stepped back through the ropes. And let's be honest, once that bell rang, he didn't look like some retired fighter chasing ghosts. The speed, still sharp. The footwork, maybe a half step slower, but still smoother than most in the game. He moved like a man who was born to fight and never really stopped. The result, a draw on paper, but ask around. Most folks had Pacquiao edging it. So now the question hanging in the air like a jab, what's next for the Pacman? There's a growing chant for a Floyd rematch. And you know what? I wouldn't hate it. Two legends, both past their peak, but still dangerous. still proud, still built for the lights. Only thing is, after what Manny just showed, not sure Floyd wants that smoke. Now back to Poirier, because that moment hit different. In a sport that spits out contenders like vending machines, Poirier was old school. Built, not bought, trained, not manufactured. You never got fake with Dustin. You got grit, you got honesty, and you got heart. His retirement, it's the end of a chapter. One of the few fighters remaining of that McGregor-Max Ferguson battleground era, and man, what a ride. Respect, Diamond, you earned every scar. So where do we go from here? For Dulatov, it's time for a ranked opponent. Top 15, maybe even top 10. The skills are there, the poise is there. All he needs is the shot. The BMF belt? Well, we'll see. It's a marketing tool, sure, but that last fight showed it can still mean something. If it keeps delivering fights like that, keep it around. Max wants a title shot rematch with Ilya, and I say give it to him. I know the champ wants Patty, but, well, we shall see. Usyk, give him the winner of Fury versus whoever. He earned the clean sweep. And Pacquiao, look, I know he did well, but no one wants to see him starched unless it is against another aged fighter like Floyd. Ride into the sunset, champ. The fire's still flickering, but we'd rather remember the flames. Final take. Combat sports gave us everything this weekend. MMA's most exciting female fighter, Dakota Ditcheva's return victory and surprise PFL re-signing, young lions rising, old warriors exiting, legends returning, titles on the line, and hearts on sleeves. And that's why we show up. This is Reggie Cross, and you've been Behind the Lines. If you're feeling the vibe, hit the subscribe, and remember, hype fades, legacy don't. Peace. 745.